Hey guys, I'm here this morning with Leah, one of our awesome diamonds on our team, and I wanted to do a quick series on what actually makes people buy and trust you online. So Leah, I just wanted to ask, why did you start following my page in the beginning, and what drew you to connect with what I was talking about?
I started following your page long before you were into essential oils, and I was, a young mum as well. And so I think it was probably the breastfeeding advocacy that you did to begin with. But I really liked the way that you had obviously a lot of passion in you, and things that you believed in and resonated with, or things that you thought were unfair in society, you were willing to stand up and kind of voice your opinion on it. And I really liked that. And a lot of the things that you were sort of talking about and, being proactive about were things that resonated with me as well. So I would always follow you. But I think also because you're a bit funny about, you had a sense of humor about it. So all of your posts were really engaging and quite humorous, but kind of, talking about really current situations that were really relevant. So I would always, have a bit of a chuckle about your posts and things. So that's what sort of started me following you. Probably, I suppose, your passion and your drive to make a change in the world. And you could see that that's something that you really wanted to do and really wanted to get out there.
Yeah. And so then what made you decide to purchase essential oils online through someone that you obviously haven't met?
It's funny when you follow someone for a little while, you actually feel like you do know them, and I didn't know you. But you do build a bit of a rapport. Like, I obviously had trust in your opinion because you were very opinionated about all different things, and all of those things I really resonated with. So when you started talking about essential oils, you had developed that trust, or I had developed trust in you, sorry. So when you started talking about essential oils, I was like, oh, well, they must be really good if Jessie's using them. Like she has a pretty good opinion about most things that I like. And then it's funny, once you start seeing something online, you start seeing it everywhere. It's like when you get a new car and then you see your new car everywhere. Or probably not you, Jessie. But so then I would see sort of essential oils and be like, oh, they're those things that Jessie was talking about. And I felt comfortable ordering them through you online because, I think because I built up that, or you had built up that rapport with me, and I had a level of trust for you, even though I didn't physically know you.
So how long do you think it was, if I don't know if you can recall exactly, but just approximately between when you started following me and when you actually purchased something off me online?
Well, I'm not sure when you got started with the essential oils timeline-wise, but I did it in November. So I don't think it was that long after in November.
I got started in June 2014.
Oh, June, sorry. So obviously it was only a few months. And I think it's really good. Obviously, the first time you posted about them, like, I don't remember that post or anything, but it plants that seed, and you were most likely talking about other things that you were passionate about, but then still talking about the essential oils. So after a while of hearing about them, and then I'd see them somewhere and see somebody else using them, it stuck in my mind, and I was like, I need those.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I think what people make the mistake in believing is that they put maybe one or two things up, or they're on social media for maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 months, or even 6 months or 12 months. And then they don't see necessarily the momentum of signing people up. So they stop posting as regularly, they stop the consistency, or they're just posting about essential oils. And I think what's important is people connect with the person, not necessarily a bottle of oil. So if you actually, like, for me, social media is a long game and a big vision part of your business. So when you're consistent with it, that's what starts to resonate, and just kind of sharing stories and other passions, not always just about the essentials. So Leah, you're a diamond leader in doTERRA now in my business. So you're a 6-figure income earner and very successful, and that came from that trust and signing up with me initially. So you're signing people up online as well. What do you find works for you in terms of social media and presence online?
Yeah, I think that continuity. So, like you said, you can't, and you don't just want to be posting about an essential oil. It is a lifestyle, and I think that living or using the essential oils is part of a lifestyle. Like we're not just after one sale. We want to teach people that this is a part of our life, and I use them every day. And I just post little snippets of things of how I'm using them with my children on a day-to-day basis. And when people follow that for a while and see that, they see that that could be a part of their life as well, and they probably see over time that, you know, we're not sick all the time, or my children aren't, you know, sick and snotty all the time and things like that. So they probably, those little things tick over and resonate with people. But I notice I get a lot of people, often people take a long time, so they might contact me and it might be 6-9 months later that they actually enroll with me, but I don't realize that they're watching everything that I do, and obviously seeing that it is a legitimate thing, the essential oils, and it, you know, I've been using them for nearly 2.5 years or so, I think. So it's not a fad, like it's just a part of our lifestyle. So you do have to continue to post and continue to show that you still use them all the time.
Yeah, and it's interesting what you said about you don't even kind of know that they're watching. Like for me, when I started on social media, I'm like, oh, I'm not getting a huge amount of likes and comments and shares and engagement, but people kind of were watching and taking notice in the background. And a lot of those people, you know, even now I'm getting people contact me that I've been friends with before doTERRA or have seen my whole doTERRA journey, and they're just now contacting me. So I think it's about having that long-term focus again, and big vision and consistency over time. Yeah, so anything else you want to throw in, Leah? But thanks so much for jumping on and sharing with us.
Yeah, I think that's about it. But I think what you said about it being really important to share other aspects of your life as well. So not just the essential oils. Like I do lots of things that are health oriented in my home. And so I'm often, especially on Instagram and stuff, posting about those kinds of things. It's not always essential oils. So people know that it is, you know, it is a whole cycle of things, and it is a lifestyle.
Yeah, so like healthy recipes or, you know, tips and tricks around the home. And often those things can have the essential oils in them as well. Like could be cooking, making a healthy smoothie or a salad or a Buddha bowl or whatever, and maybe those essential oils are a component of that. So again, it just has a consistency throughout. But there's plenty of times where we post about stuff that has no relevance to essential oils whatsoever, but it's still building that passion and conversation with people and that trust with our audience.
Yeah, building those relationships.
Totally.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, Leah. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. See ya.